Yo, you tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Broadcasting live from downtown Las Vegas, you're tuned in to Guerilla Cross Radio.
Welcome to Let the Ball Bounce. This your host, Dre Bailey. We got Mr. Bill Blockham Logan in the building, man. We appreciate everybody giving a little bit of your Saturday to Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio Show, man. LTBBQ.
BBQ.
Got him.
Yeah.
Look, man, I get a lot of people saying, yeah, man, what is it, LLTBB? Or, nah, man, it's Let the Ball Bounce, man. LTBB, man. Yeah. Period.
Learn how to acronym that thing.
That's it, man. That's it. That's it, man.
It's been going for a long time. I don't know how you don't know.
Yeah, man. I mean, we didn't been branded that thing, man.
LTBB.
That's it, man.
That's it.
Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man. Follow us on IG. Follow us on Twitter, man, and that's with 1T. Come on, man. Let the ball bounce at gmail.com if you want to be a sponsor of the Sports Talk Radio Show, man, with your guy, Dre Bailey. Bill Blockham Logan, man. Goose is still out of town, and Sherm is probably somewhere sweating.
Harder than a mug.
Sherm sweat. Keep sweating. Little cousin over there, man, doing this thing.
Yeah.
Probably hanging out with the kids and the family, man. So we appreciate everybody chiming in, man. Listen to Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man, on Facebook, man, where we got the hottest sports talk page on Facebook, man. I promise you.
Various topics.
Man, we do not disappoint, man. We like to have fun. We like to go at each other, man. We got a lot of pro athletes, ex-pro athletes, men, women, everybody of any color, in any race, man. If you have a serious fix for sports, Let the Ball Bounce on Facebook is where you should be, man. It's not hard, man. We give you guys the best of sports talk radio. Download the Guerilla Cross app on your phone, though, man. That's what I'm going to need you to do. If you haven't downloaded that app on your phone, that means you're probably new. So we'll give you a pass. So if you're new right now, thank you for joining Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio. Download the Guerilla Cross app on your phone. Go into your Play Store, download it, and you'll be able to follow Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio. Big ups to my guy Scotty, man. He came to visit from Houston by the way of Chicago, man. And he drives, and I didn't even know that this was a job. And I may be a little naive, but he drives like different trucks or cars to different cities or states for people. He hitches on his tow car. So he drops their car off and then he drives back home and they pay him for it. Mm. So he does drops. He's like, yeah, man, I got to get back to Houston because I got to go to Indiana. And then from Indiana, I got to go to Lakewood, New Jersey, and then back home. And they pay him for it. And I'm like, man, you do all that driving, man? I can't do all that driving, bro. I don't even want to drive here.
Right.
I get up I get up in the morning. I'll be like, man, I cannot wait till my son turns 16 so you can start driving yourself.
Right. Period.
Because I don't need to be up at 5 a.m. to get you together so you can go to school. Come on, man, get up and make it happen for yourself.
Right.
Appreciate everybody chiming in and Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man. If you are on the Facebook Live, Jason Smith, man, what's up, man? You actually catching the show, man. Will Upchurch, man. Tamika Bolton, man, super Let the Ball Bounce followers, man. We appreciate you guys once again giving us a little bit of time on your Saturday, man. We got so much sports, man. We got college basketball, college football, Little League baseball, NFL, NBA, USA, soccer. We got the tetherball championships that's taking place over in Summerlin right now.
The tetherball champion.
I'm just kidding. I just made that up. I put it on Summerlin, though.
Yeah.
It's a non-contact sport. You can call ropies.
Yeah.
Look, man, we're here to give you guys your sports fix, man. We got a huge game that's coming up today, man. Speaking of college football, man. Got the Florida Gators going up against my Miami Hurricanes, man. Florida is ranked number 8. And there is a rivalry here. Anytime you get any two Florida teams facing each other in a sporting event, especially college football, you're going to get a rivalry. And
from the same state.
Yeah, man. It's very competitive, man. And they got a lot of athletes in the state of Florida, man. If you haven't been, man, go. That's where the Super Bowl is going to be in Miami, right?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I think so. Is it this year?
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be in Miami. I've already been looking at, rooms and things in Miami, and they got dates blocked out on the calendar. Like Already. I'm like, jeez.
Would it be Super Bowl 55?
Man.
Super Bowl 55.
If you haven't been to Miami, man, for a sporting event, man, it goes up. That is literally the place to be. So what you thinking, man? What you thinking about this Florida Gators Miami Hurricane game, man? I know it. Who's your team? USC?
No. I don't really have a college team.
No college team. See, I ride with USC too.
Yeah.
I ride with USC. I like USC.
Yeah.
I got a couple USC jerseys.
Yeah. I really don't have a college team. I just like to watch college football because of the young stars.
Yeah.
But I like Miami in this game.
Ooh. New coach.
Yeah, new coach. Not only new coach, but quarterback. They have a lot of support down there from the ex-Hurricanes. You might see some ex-Hurricanes on the sideline.
Yeah. And speaking of ex-Hurricanes, Michael Irvin, a.k.a. Booger Sugar himself, was super hype at a rally that they had for the Miami Hurricanes down in Miami. And as he should be. I mean, he's a Super Bowl champion. He, at the time, was phenomenal playing for the Canes. And, that's his alma mater.
Mm-hmm.
And he has the right to...
He's earned the right.
He's earned the right for that.
Oh, okay. He's earned the right.
He's earned the right to root for his team and tell everybody else to go kiss it. That's his squad.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. It's a lot of people walking around entitled, feeling like they earned the right to,
And it's a lot of people who buy into that.
A lot of people buy into that.
Man, you don't earn the right to say nothing.
Nothing but staying in your lane. That's the only right I feel that anybody has earned is to stay in your own lane. That's the only right.
The only right that you earned.
That's it. Dan Wilson said Miami's not winning. Dan, I'm gonna need you to calm down on talking trash about my Canes, man. We trying to make a comeback, man. We trying to get back to where we once were. And that's on top of the college football realm. Know your history, son.
The turnover chain.
Yeah.
The turnover chain.
I thought that was a great addition
to the mystique.
Yes.
To the lore of the Miami Hurricane tradition.
Yeah. I had my son. My son said a long time ago that he wanted to go to the University of Miami. And I was like, okay. Well, it's a private school.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
It's a private school. They put out a lot of doctors, lawyers, that type of deal. And so I was like, all right.
Politicians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll see, man. We'll see how that works out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, I'm a homer, and I'm gonna give you a homer pick. I'm not over at the casino like the homie
It's a
Jesse
7.
James with
It's a-
G5 and
It's a -7 for Florida.
oh, is it
Yeah.
-7?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Although tempting, I'm not gonna go place a bet at all. I can't. I can't bet on my own.
Take the dog.
Is
That's
that
all
what
I'm gonna say. Take the dog.
take the dog?
Take the dog.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
sometimes you take that underdog, man. It may spill out dividends
Mm-hmm.
on your behalf.
The dog pays.
It's gonna be a good game, man. It comes on 4 p.m. Pacific Coast time, I believe. So I will be home, definitely watching that game, just like all of you are at home or wherever you at watching Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man. We appreciate you. We love you guys, man. Every Saturday at 2 p.m., every Tuesday at 6 p.m. And this is what we do. We give you guys the best of Sports Talk Radio. So let me ask you a question, man, since we were talking about entitlement. And this goes right to the NFL. Jerry Jones made a statement saying that he earned the right to joke with Ezekiel. Like, how do you feel about an owner saying that about one of his players, that they earned the right to do something?
I felt it was bad language to say that in 2019. Now, a lot of people want to say, well, he's being too serious, or that's too serious of a statement to make. But my thing is, as a man, you want respect, and that's not a respectable phrase to put on another man. Hey, man, I earned the right to say what I want to say to you because we are relatives.
Right.
No, I got to respect you as a man because
First.
you're a man.
First.
Relatives aside, no, bro, you can't say that to me. Period. I earn the right to say what I want to say about Quan because we know each other. No, that's not me respecting him as a man.
Right.
Now, I might disrespect him by putting my cowboy thing on his desk, but other than that,
It's a mess.
Ain't no. I mean, that's just.
but that,
that's different.
that's different.
That's being blatant disrespectful.
Yeah.
And that's fine to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
sometimes.
I was gonna wear my cowboy hat today, but I know he probably wouldn't have showed up today, so he probably would have turned around. But
Man.
yeah, I mean, that's just a bad, poor choice of words to say about another man.
Right.
And you gotta treat these dudes as men. You can't treat them as boys, because that's what you say something about a child.
That's true.
I got grown kids, 33, 30, 23, and 20. I don't earn the right to say because I respect them
Right.
as grown people.
They grown.
So I haven't, because I'm their father, I don't earn the right to say what I want to say to them. Now, I give them advice. That's as far as it goes. If they follow it, they follow it. If they don't, it's just part of the journey of life.
Hmm.
But no, I didn't. I thought it was poor choice of words.
Just
me, though.
Well, you find a lot of people that say, he was just kidding. Get over it, man. You're thinking too much into it. It's not that big of a deal. But I don't think Ezekiel Elliott took it that way.
It's not a big of a deal to people who like to conform. That's the way I look at it. If you want to conform, yeah, it's no big deal. But then that's not respecting yourself to let somebody just say what they want to say about you.
Right.
Because I know people right now, you just can't say what you want to say about them or to them. You might get, find yourself on the floor.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: there's a lot of people that didn't go hard in the paint when he made that comment, but they sure jumped on Jay-Z for saying the things that he said.
And they made a lot of people making a big deal. Well, he supported Zeke. Oh, he's supposed to. He wasn't supposed to support Zeke in those times. Yeah, he was supposed to. That's his player. That's who he drafted. And
if you drafted him and you signed him to a rookie deal,
we see that one story about him was really trash. So yeah, he should have supported him. That's your player,
right?
He still got suspended for 6 games, but it came out to be he didn't do what he was alleged to do.
Right.
For two separate investigations. Now this past one, he was out of line for getting in dude's space, but then here comes this. Like I told you Tuesday, he had like 14 demands that he wanted. Right. Outrageous demands, just for what happened.
Right.
But he's supposed to support him. That's your player.
Just look, man. If I'm doing something, if I'm a pro athlete and I'm getting, big minutes, I earn a contract and I'm under contract and I play for a team and I have an owner who I'm supposed to have some type of relationship with because this is the guy that really pays me.
Yeah.
Right. There should always be some form of having each other's back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna, if I was Ezekiel, obviously I don't know or really care about what Mr. Jones does, outside of this football life. But he should kind of be concerned of things that I do because I am under contract, right? That's just kind of how it works. It's strange to say it like that because it still feels like a slave type of mentality.
Yeah. And does Ezekiel need to grow up? Yes, he needs to mature.
But he's young though too.
Yeah, and he's young.
So that's going to come with some people mature early, and
go through the mistake process.
And some people have to make mistakes.
Yeah.
We all have kids. Those of you who have kids out there, and I'm speaking to you, if you have more than one or two, you're going to love your kids equally and the same. But there's going to be one of them that show you that they are a little bit more mature than the next. Now, that is normal. Those things happen, right? So, if I was, Ezekiel and Jerry, they really need to sit down and talk to try to figure this thing out.
Yeah.
Because we're going into the upcoming NFL football season.
A couple weeks.
And I've heard that one initial deal was shut down. I don't know how true that is, but Ezekiel declined a offer, if you would say, that the Dallas Cowboys put on the table. What does that mean?
Well, it means that from what I got from DallasCowboy.com was they're willing to put him in between 14 million, 13.1, which Le'Veon Bell has, and 14, which Gurley has. So they're willing to put him between that, make him the second highest paid player in the game.
Right.
Annually. But we all know it's not the annual that we're talking about. We're talking about what's the guaranteed money side look like. Now, I'm on this fence, and we've talked about it too, Dre. The things that you've been involved with off the court, that's not good. Now, should there be some stipulations in the guaranteed portion? I think so.
Yeah.
Because if we give you all this, say if we give you $50 million guaranteed.
Oof, that's a lot of bread.
And you go out there and doing the same stuff.
Come on, man.
You might get suspended. You might get, then you're not helping me.
And I'm wasting my money.
And I'm wasting my money because I still have to pay you.
Because as an owner, if my employees are just taking my money and not doing their job and constantly doing things, I'm gonna be kind of looking for your replacement. I need you. I may not tell you that I need you right now for the moment while I try to find a transition partner, is what I'm gonna call it. But you got to show me some incentive that you really want this job. Because obviously you're an employee. and you want to get paid your worth.
Yeah, exactly. And with him doing that, after you give him the money and he goes out there and perform at his highest, lives a good life, then that's showing respect to you and the organization.
Yeah. But as an owner, you're supposed to support your players.
Yeah.
If you're not in the bit, if you are owner of anything, restaurant, barbershop, radio show, whatever, car dealership, I'm just throwing names out there because people got regular jobs, regular lives. If you are an owner of those businesses, you have to support the people who work for you.
Period.
You have to. Sometimes you may have employees that, may make a mistake or two. But what type of boss are you going to be? Are you going to be the boss that is hands-on, that gets in there and say, you know what? Let me show you how this should go so we don't make this mistake again.
Yeah.
Or are they one of those, owners that write you up, don't come and, have anything to talk to you about, and they just, they put you on notice.
Yeah.
So now you're walking on eggshells for the rest of the time.
I think as an owner of these teams, they should be hands-on with these players, especially the ones that make the 53-man roster, because you're really showing these dudes that you really care about them, or giving them the illusion at least.
Yeah.
And
then sometimes you have those owners who are too hands-on, like the owner of the Major League Baseball team from the movie Major League. She was constantly, she was constantly in the locker room, just disrupting the energy, the flow.
Yeah.
You get Al Davis was kind of like that. I mean, he was like 107 coming through with his glasses on a string, and not wanting to relinquish
and what he did,
some of that power.
And what he did to Marcus Allen was tragic. It's your best player, bro. I'm just saying.
Thanks for joining Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio, man. This just on the wire, breaking news. Let's pick it. Karen White on his most beautiful fantasy draft. Karen White has agreed to a max deal with Team Les. That's a good look. Ain't that the one that's saying Superwoman?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not your Superwoman.
No, I'm not. Support your players, man.
Yeah.
You don't earn the right, bros. You don't earn the right to joke with him like that, and he may not even come back to your team.
And for people to sit here and say Zeke shouldn't feel that way, but you ain't Zeke.
You ain't Zeke. Look, man, you can't
I can't tell you how to feel.
You can't, bro. It's a feeling.
That's you.
Don't feel sad. Ouch. I'm already sad. I'm sadder now. Like, you can't control another person's emotions, right? Sometimes you may be shooting someone a text message, and it may sound a certain type of way in your head, and now you in your feelings. People need to learn how to stop worrying about other people's feelings, man.
Because they're not yours.
Right. We're all human beings, man.
Yeah.
What Bill and I make a joke about, and sometimes we be having clowning sessions, in the parking lot with some of our friends and things like that, man. We may not be able to do that with Quan. He may feel a certain type of way, go home and try to hurt himself and say, we bullied him. Those things happen in 2019. There's a lot of things going on in the world, man. A lot of kids coming home because they was roasted about having shoes on that are really called wear those, and not wanting to face the criticism, and they fold.
Some of them commit suicide.
Man, we are exactly. They fold.
Yeah.
So we are in a very sensitive era, man, and time. And with these owners, man, they have to learn how to evolve with the younger millennial generation that's coming in, because it's a different type of generation. It is. The struggle is a little different.
And it's about respect at the end of the day.
That's it.
Whether he feels that way, you still got to respect him.
Mm.
Respect that.
Yeah. Wow.
I don't like what you said. What did I say? You said what you just said. Oh man, you shouldn't feel that way.
Oh, so you just took away this feeling?
You're not me, bro.
Thanks for taking away this feeling from me, man.
Right.
I needed that. If we had a feeling fairy, that just, came around and took away the bad feelings from you, this world would be a lot better. But there's no such person floating around these parts, man, taking away people feelings. Hey, man, you hurt today? Here, let me take away that hurt.
Yeah.
You could talk to a person. They may put you in a better mood, but, you still got that initial sting that you did before, I helped
Then you have people, this is another one. Then you have people who love to stay in a hurt, sad place.
Goof said buttercups.
And those are people that you give them a word, and then you move on.
Yeah.
Because you bringing me down now.
Right.
And, you just give good word to them and leave them alone. But there's a lot of people who love to stay in that sad state.
Yeah, man, that sounds like a personal problem.
It is.
And if you need help, reach out to somebody and, we can get you some help.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's like me. I've lost my mom, lost my dad, lost a lot of family members.
It's a lot of loss.
But I don't remember them in a mourning stage or their final hours. I try to remember them
in the good days,
the
good parts.
Yeah. I don't want to remember his last hour.
Right.
My mom's. I don't want no. Yeah, that would make me sad all the time. No, I remember my dad in the memories of positive memories.
That's dope.
My aunties, everybody.
Yeah,
in my family.
but not everybody can misplace, and I think that's a good word. Big ups to Speak Low and them. Misplace those emotions, man.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of sensitivity going on, man. And that goes all across the board.
My pops is too strong for me to sit here and just be, woe is me, he's gone.
Right.
Or,
well, it's things that he instilled in you that you take now in your adult life and you pass on to your kids also. So those are teachable moments, lessons. And, I got to say this, man. I know we're a sports talk radio show, but we got to start taking care of our educators, bros.
Ooh.
That's huge. Anybody that educates or anybody that is out basically making less for really, really trying to be selfless and help another individual succeed, we got to look out for them type of people, man.
I have a friend who just got on with CCSD and as a substitute teacher. And 3 weeks in,
God, dog, 3 weeks
at a high school, because that's where they placed him. He's seeing how terrible these kids can be at school. Disrespectful.
Boy, they bad though. There's some bad kids out there.
You may have wanted to start at the elementary level, and no, I want to start at the high school level because these kids need mentors. I say, yeah, you're right,
bro.
I say, you got to understand, some of these kids are not being raised right.
So,
and they bring that to school.
Yes, they do. And let me tell you, with being in the field of mental health and the serenity that we run, we deal with a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to be a special person. I'm never going to minimize somebody else's job, right? Let's just start there. So if you're an educator, you're a teacher, and even though I'm not, I'll never minimize you for the job that you do because that's, it takes a special person to do that, right? It does. If we can go all across the board with taking a special person to do that because you have to have willpower and a good head on your shoulders if you're a man. You can't be going in there messing with kids and stuff, bros. You know, I think it needs to be a little bit more stiffer qualifications as far as the interview process, as far as the psyche, because we're finding a lot, and this goes for women too. There's a lot of women that are taking these young boys to that young mop closet after third period and doing retarded things.
Mop closet.
It makes no sense, right? It goes both ways, right? But at the same time, the reason I'm saying this is there is a lot of kids out there, man, that don't have manners. And when I mean manners, I mean manners. They won't speak. They talk to you bad. They come to class whenever they want to. They disrupt your class while you teaching. And, you know, right now, I'm a special person because, you know, the person in me wants to say, hey, everybody just step out of class. Let Johnny, you stay in. And I'm going to need you to stand up and I'm going to need you to get into the fighting stance. And I'm going to teach you how to guard your jaw. You feel me? I'm going to teach you how. Because, you know, you could tell a person how to guard their jaw, but you could teach them better. You could teach them better than you can tell them. So, and that's what I would do, man. It's a lot.
But then that'll get you in trouble with your job.
Disrespectful.
Yeah.
Disrespectful. I got a lot of stories. I got a buddy that was the manager at a big bar here at a nice casino. I'm not going to say the casino or the bar. Or I should, because that's my buddy, and they fired him over some BS. I should put him on blast, but I'm not. So he was the manager, and a fight broke out. He went to break up the fight, and somebody in the fight hit him. So he yada yada yada. He gave him a 3-piece extra crispy with a 2 biscuits and a grape soda on the side.
Ooh.
And he got a coupon for 2 free Popeye chicken sandwiches.
If he ever wanted them again.
That's what he gave that dude. The business. They fired him because they said no matter under any circumstances, you are not to put your hands on. Hold on. So you mean to tell me I'm the manager of a place, somebody put their hands on me and I can't defend myself? I'm supposed to take the high road? Hey, Dre, why you at home? Oh, man, you know, I got a little migraine. What happened? You know, somebody bust me upside my head. What did you do? Oh, nothing. I took the high road. Boy, bye.
It's crazy. It's like that in the prison systems, too.
It's a lot of bad people in this world, man.
You can't touch a prisoner if he throws some excrement on you.
Boy.
Or spit in your face. Or, man, there's no way. I know me. There's no way.
It takes a special person to do whatever job you do out there. Las Vegas, step up. Worldwide, step up and pay these educators, man.
Because we need them.
We need them, man. These kids are growing up, and there are future murderers of the world.
Ooh.
These are our future mass shooters of the world. These are our future racist cops in the world. Yeah, I named all the negatives because that's all we do is talk to these kids and we tell them, oh, you could be a firefighter, you could be a police officer, you could be a judge, you could be a doctor, lawyer. Yeah. But they never tell that bad kid, look, man, you look like you could be a killer. I'm gonna need you to come over here and have a seat next to me in the class. Because I was a class clown coming up. You know, I was a class clown and the teacher used to make me sit next to her or in the front and things like that just so I wouldn't disrupt because I had a way about me, and all of you who know me that's on the Facebook Live or whatever that went to school with me know that I could crack a joke, but my face be smug-faced it. Just so I practiced the look that I wanted on my face so when the teacher looked at me, she wouldn't think it was me.
Yeah.
Like I practiced that look. I had people in the back in tears, real tears. And guess what? It didn't work because she already knew it was me. I wonder in her mind,
Andre.
I wonder in her mind what she thought that I was going to turn out to be.
Come up here.
Literally.
It wasn't me. Yes,
it was.
Come up here.
Tragic.
Get away from that group. Come up here.
So whatever you do, man, it takes a special person to do what you do. We love you guys for that, man. And pay the educators. That's the bottom line. Pay them, please.
Wasn't that what the marijuana money was for?
Now, that's another thing. Quan, can you speak on that a little bit? Because I know you had a stake inside of a marijuana alley store over off of D. And that's the wrong Quan, huh? I'm thinking of Raekwon.
Yeah,
so, yeah, weren't they supposed to be using that was the whole reason that Las Vegas, Nevada
voted
to bring Mary Jane
legalization
into Las Vegas, Nevada. They were supposed to be using that money to
medicinal and recreational
give back to the school, help the teachers, the educators, and things like that. Where's that money going? Boy, they saw that money coming in, and it's a whole lot of people that should be in the news, not just Atkinsons, but it's a whole lot of people that are doing some funny things with those funds.
Detour.
This city makes way too much money for our education system to suck as bad as it does.
Yes.
Between casinos, between, the marijuana deals, the dispensaries, we should have the best education system in the country.
Yeah.
Way too much money. And it'd be a tax write-offs for most of these casinos to donate money.
And we are one of the largest school districts in the country.
And what happened is I know a lot of teachers, and if pretty much the kids have to supply all the school supplies.
Yeah.
If they don't supply it and they don't have enough school supplies, guess who has to pay for it? That teacher that's making $40,000 a year has to pay out of their own pocket for these school supplies for some of these kids.
Bro, so do your part. Because every time I take my kids to school, I got to get them paper, a bag of peanuts, a couple of blankets. I'm donating a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
I know if my dad had to pay $200 and something for me to play football, I wouldn't have been playing.
Yeah, of course not. Of course not. That's why we play street football, where it didn't cost nothing. You just had to find the homie who had the ball and go wake him up.
But now they have, spirit packs.
Yeah.
You got to pay for all that for your kid to play.
That's tragic. Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. You're on with Dre Bailey, Bill Blockham, Logan. Caller. What's your question? What's your name?
Dre, it's Armando from Florida. I hope all is going. I'm listening to you all. Hopefully I'm coming in clearly and not you're experiencing any of the delays like last time. Can you all hear me pretty clear?
Yes, we can definitely hear you clear.
Absolutely.
Outstanding. I'm listening to you all talking about just the amount of revenues local government or governments overall bring in. But I want to talk about the money it's nice that what government is taking in. It's even better when we can empower ourselves and take advantage and start systems, especially as Black people, especially when it comes to like the legalization of marijuana. And it goes back to the old saying, especially if Boyce Watkins brings this up, we go out there and we all buy Nike and we go out and buy the latest fashion, but we don't own anything.
Yep.
And it's the nice thing about us, what we should be doing. Now, I've never smoked reefer or marijuana in my life. I have no problem with others that do it. My state particularly doesn't have advantage to take advantage of. But for those brothers and sisters, if you smoking it, also be able to generate monetize it and be able to make some money on it, whether that be in the stock market, growing it. These are the things that we've got to start thinking about. And instead of waiting on government and why your school system stinks, we need to start buying and investing in our own schools, our own grocery stores, our own banks. And this is how we start taking advantage and taking our power back. Because we spend trillions and we are the biggest consumers of goods. We must take our power back. And I'm going to drop off with that.
Hey, Armando, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, right before you leave, man, let me tell you something, man. That phone call right there and what you said right now, man, is gospel. Literally.
Yeah.
I'm glad you called. I'm glad you said it, because that's exactly what we've been preaching on this show, man, since we started the show over 9 years ago, bro. So we appreciate you listening.
I talked to you all.
Go ahead.
I talked to you all last week. I'm Goose's frat brother.
Right.
But the one thing I was talking about last week was, and I don't think it came through, and I will leave with this part because I don't want to take up the show, but is especially people like Vernon Johns. We must start doing this. I mean, we are the dollar that doesn't circulate we have sisters that go out and buy the latest hair and fashion, and we Europeanize beauty and not take advantage of the beauty that was in us as black people.
Yeah.
And I think I just heard Roland Martin say something just recently. There is no one black experience.
Yep.
We have this idea of levels of blackness. I love hearing you brothers because you all are deep. I really love the thought that y'all push. So thank you for what you're doing.
That's what's up. Armando in the building, man. Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio Show, man. That's what it's all about, man. We here for the people, man.
Yeah, and we talked about that last week amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
Where the black banks, mortgage companies,
we talked about it.
Dealerships, stores,
owning
grocery stores, health food stores,
radio stations,
and
anything.
I mean,
car dealerships.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need those things to empower. I mean, another Black Wall Street needs to be built, and we have the capital amongst our black wealthy people in this country to do that.
Yeah.
Look,
it's up
to them, though.
How many times we say on the show that we need to start concentrating on putting things together so we can own our own things, because we always talk about how we want to be so separate. Let's start working together first, man. I think that it's a mentality, man. We all need to be on one accord when it comes to a mentality.
Yeah.
And I think sometime, ego, crabs in the barrel mentality, how you grew up and the point you're trying to get across, sometimes people aren't really willing to sacrifice another person's opinion, man, to get to one resolution. And so that's what I believe, man. Your guy, Dre Bailey, Bill Blockham, Logan. We got another caller. What's your question? What's your name?
Hey, this is Jason Schmidt. How y'all doing, man? Dre, Bill.
What's up with it, man?
What's going on?
What's up with it?
Hey, man, real quick on this education talk, man. I think we giving these parents a pass, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of us that are on this show, watch this show in the Facebook group, grew up in the same district, man, and we turned out okay.
That's real talk.
Because my parents whooped my ass when I needed it. Now, I got 3 kids. They all in the public system. They ain't going to private schools. I don't pay for that. How I pay for it is I get that little list they send out every year, and I quadruple it. And I tell these teachers, hey, this is my cell phone number. If my kid's messing up in your class being out of line, call me.
Yep.
If you need some supplies for your class, don't buy it. Call me.
Yeah.
Because fortunately, I made some good decisions. I'm a union pipe fitter, whatnot, whoop-de-whoop. I make a decent living. I can afford some stuff. I'd rather me pay for it than that teacher.
Yeah.
Now, I agree with you guys 100% that marijuana money needed to go to that, and it's turned out to be funny money. It's in somebody's pockets. But I think these parents need to step up, too.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Jason, man, we appreciate it, bros.
All right, for sure, man. Y'all have a good day. Keep doing y'all.
Hey,
y'all.
Hey, we're going to talk about it, man. Look, and that's, we were talking about it. Parents need to step up to the plate, man. It is not the teacher's responsibility to teach them etiquette. I mean, just absolutely all of the things that you as a parent should be teaching your kid.
Yeah.
Period. You need to be more active. You need to be more engaged, and you need to be more educated. Period. If your kid is in the 4th grade and you can't help them with math, man, that's a problem. That's a problem with me.
Yeah.
If you are willing to learn with your kid, man, that builds some type of bond. Don't just say you should know what the teacher told you and then don't help them.
And like Jason was saying,
be an extension.
The things that these classrooms need, I think all the parents should come together and get what they need for their kids, especially if the school district can't or you don't have the money, the funding to provide that for them. Get all the teachers, get all the parents together and say, look, we got to do this for our kids. You know, let's pitch in $100 or whatever.
Right.
Between us all, and they can have what they need to empower them, you know, because obviously the school district is not providing it for them.
Look, man, parents, we need to become more active.
Yeah.
That's just the bottom line. Jason was on point for that, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you calling. Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. I mean, how you think Team USA is feeling right now? Man, they feeling like somebody's little brother today.
Yeah.
Ain't that the first loss in like 66 games?
Something like that.
Team USA, man, was constructed of a bunch of players who should not have gotten a lot of money on their current deals.
But
I mean, you can go down that list.
Yeah. I mean, they're playing against NBA talent themselves, though. We got to look at it that way,
yeah,
too.
But the NBA talent that they playing against aren't quote
like
unquote
lower,
the
it's
big
like
names.
lower tier.
But that's what it seems like when they're in the NBA. But they didn't act like they were lower tier.
Yeah. Well, these not
Patty Mills out there looking like the real Allen Iverson.
Ooh.
Joe Ingles out there can't miss a shot. Andrew Bogut playing like Shaq did at LSU. I'm like, wait a minute, man. Is this the same game? Or is the USA's defense that bad? Which one is it?
Could be that.
This is a bad team, man. I mean, who can you say outside of Kemba Walker, newly required Kemba Walker from Charlotte to the Boston Celtics, who can you count on outside of that to score more than 28?
And in their defense, that's one loss. We're going to see how they bounce back.
We don't like to lose. You
Right.
know how spoiled we are. We don't like to
Well,
lose.
they said that's the first loss Team USA team had with NBA players since 06.
06.
It's a long time.
To other competition. Australia's never beat Team USA. And Australia was composed of, they got 5 NBA players on their team. And they do play together a lot more. So that's the other problem, too.
Our USA team kind of look like a college team.
Oh, yeah. Donovan Mitchell, very good player. Kemba Walker, very good player.
Yeah, but outside of those two, let's just say 22, 25 points.
I don't even know
apiece.
who's all on the team.
Jaylen Brown, your guy from Duke, Jason Tatum. Who else is outside of that?
I thought Tatum was supposed to be the next NBA superstar, though.
Well, I heard he
2
was
years
back
ago,
working
that's
with
what-
Kobe, so he had that
Kyle
Kobe
Kuzma.
mentality.
Kyle Kuzma.
Kyle Kuzma, who is ruled out from an ankle injury.
Which you should be happy as a Laker fan to see Kuzma go out. Because we don't need these people playing till 3 days before media day and then going into the NBA.
Because they're going to need Kuzma.
Yeah.
He's going to have like a Scottie Pippen-esque type. Now, I'm not saying defensively, but I'm just saying opposing his will offensively, filling the lanes, being able to run up and down the court. He's going to need to be that for the Los Angeles Lakers. But I think that was a bad loss with Team USA, man. I don't want to hear no excuses. It shouldn't be no excuses. We should be putting the best product out there. And is this what the best product USA has?
Well, the best product said they didn't want to play. And you got to respect that, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's respect the fact that there was a person that played in this this thing called USA Basketball, and he is unstoppable in that league, and that's Carmelo Anthony.
And they denied him.
So this can't be the best product. If you're turning down product, you're turning down talent.
I mean, you have people like Marvin Bagley Jr. drop out. De'Aaron Fox drop out. So people didn't want to play. It's way too close to the NBA season, so I understand that. But people were dropping out. You had Harden, you had Anthony Davis, you had superstar players, but everybody dropped out.
They go for the workouts. That's what they do.
But I think you'll see the best for the Olympics. So maybe losing this makes it better because then you get everyone's going to want to play on the Olympics to redeem team 2, redeem what, the loss. Who knows?
Who was on that team? Wasn't Dwayne Wade on that team?
Yep. Kobe.
LeBron was on that team.
LeBron. Carmelo.
Ouch. Ouch. Ouch.
Dwight when he was good.
Yeah. Speaking of Kobe Bryant, it's today's
he-
birthday.
He might become good again.
Today Kobe
You had a
Bryant's
smirk
birthday,
on your face, bro.
right? He had a
He might
smirk daddy.
he might become good again.
Yeah.
We
Well-
need him to.
Well,
We need him to.
I might become black.
that ain't happening.
Oh.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
Ugh.
We got to hope that though.
Look,
'Cause
man.
he's wearing the purple and gold.
That was the next question, though, I had on the topics that are on the screen.
Yeah.
What does Dwight Howard's Laker return mean?
So, I just think that it solidifies another Tyson Chandler isk person coming in. When I say Tyson Chandler, defensively having a presence and rebounding. I don't think you get much offense, but if he hones in defensively, it could work into the Lakers' favor. I mean, who else is going to hold Capella? Because Capella, he get 20, 25 plus.
Mm-hmm.
Montrezl Harrell. I mean, not saying that he's going to shut them down, but he's going to give them a big body. That's just, not a Laker fan, but I'm a basketball guy. And so if I was looking at it from a basketball standpoint, I think that's what he adds.
You're absolutely right. I mean, because at his age and the team, all you really need from him is rebounding, shot blocking, and just, the little other intricacies, running the court, maybe, he'll get some, I'm sure he gets some lobs, when, LeBron drives the lane, he'll kick it up to him, 12, 13, 14 points a game, 8, 9 rebounds.
You
That's
really think
doable.
he's going to give you about 14?
I think he's going to start.
Mm.
I think he'll start.
This would be my stats for him. 8 points, 9 or 10 rebounds, 1, 2 assists, 22 minutes.
I mean, that could very well be too.
That's
I'm going to say 14 because 12 to 14 for me in that range.
Yeah.
And they say they want him there to play defense and rebound.
That's all he's
Don't
there
need
for.
to score.
But if he does,
Pick up some rebounds, and you get to pick up the trash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, if they can take advantage of what, Chris Paul was able to do with Tyson Chandler and Blake Griffin, just being able to, that's something Rondo, I think, brings to the table. So with that being said, man, your guy, Dre Bailey, Bill Blockham Logan, we got another caller. Caller, what's your name? What's your question?
Yo, what up, fellas? It's your boy Goose Thomas live from Philly, man. What's good, Quan? What's good, Bill?
What's good, man?
What it is, man.
What's up with it, man? How's that? How's the weather out there? Number one.
A little humid. It kind of calmed down a little bit. It got a little cooler yesterday and today, man. So
A little steamy.
just chilling, enjoying the early evening.
Right.
Right now, watching this replay of this Raider game, this Raider Packer game, man. I'm gonna watch that Florida UM game later on.
Yeah.
So it'll be a good one, man.
Let me ask you this, man, as a third Laker fan. I mean, y'all almost got a starting 5 in here. I wouldn't even be good for coming off the bench because I'm shaving points just like the dude did on Blue Chips. So
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
what is your feeling of this Dwight Howard pickup for the Lakers?
I have no feeling about it.
Because Goose went so hard on Dwight Howard. I think you're the biggest critic of Dwight Howard on the page. You might be.
I told y'all how I felt about it when they first started talking about it. I will never waver. My feelings are my feelings. I absolutely hate it, bro. He's shown you who he was already. Why should we believe any different? Why at this stage do we believe any different?
Can playing with LeBron change that?
Man, no. He is who he is, bro. It's not gonna switch. LeBron ain't gonna change Dwight Howard in his behaviors, man.
I can't do that.
He's just not.
He lost weight though.
Not at this stage in the game.
He lost weight though.
That's cool. God bless him.
But I think the thing that could help Dwight is realizing this is the end of his career. What I've been doing the last 6 years has not worked. So, right now it's the end. Like, let me play a role on this team, and this is his chance to win a championship. That's it.
Right.
So it's a non-guaranteed contract. Non-guaranteed contract.
Is this the end?
So he could get cut at any moment before January if he's acting up, or if he pulls one of those. I was with my boyfriend, girlfriend injuries.
Is this the end?
Yes.
It's the end.
It's a wrap.
Are you my friend?
Look, I know it's gonna pain me to say. It's gonna pain me to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway because my feelings are my feelings. I put far more trust in JaVale McGee do Dwight Howard right now, bro.
I think Dwight Howard for this Lakers team is a wild card. I think if he comes in and he is a glimpse of the Dwight Howard of old, ouch.
Look, and look, I'm not dismissing him as if he were never a good player, because we can look back on his career and say, yo, Dwight Howard had some pretty big years.
He's a Hall of Famer.
I believe he is.
Oof.
I believe he is. As much as I don't like dude, I'm not getting ready to like piss on him though. Like, the dude had a solid career.
But he's had two totally different NBA careers. He's had the first half was great. The second half's been tragedy.
Sure, but looking at what he's accomplished, as far as early on, taking that Orlando team to an NBA Finals, that ridiculously horrible Orlando team to an NBA Finals, multiple Defensive Player of the Years. I think he's done enough to solidify his spot in the Naismith Hall of Fame. But like you said, Quan, it's kind of like a tale of two halves, so to speak. Two halves of his career. It's been a tale. Crazy, insane first half. And when he came over to the Lakers, which I was against the first time it happened, things turned tragic. We all know why he was playing. He had a torn labrum at the time. He was playing for a contract.
Right.
He ended up getting that contract, and we never saw the same Dwight Howard ever again after that. There was like barely a glimpse of it.
And you mean to tell me that a person with that type of track record is going to make the Hall of Fame?
He will.
Wow.
Sure he is. Sure he will. He'll make it. He's done enough. He's done enough. There are some guys in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, we know.
Or that talk about being in the Hall of Fame, or that should be in the Hall of Fame, that we talk about, that Dwight Howard has had better careers than those dudes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he'll get in. Sure he will. I mean, I just
okay. Let's have this wait and see approach like we have on Jay-Z.
Sure. I'm with that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Whatever.
Yeah,
look,
because he's on our team now. He's on our team now. So
he was on our team then. And I didn't agree.
Yeah, that was
on our team now, and I do not agree.
That was a different time, sir.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
you're right. Absolutely. When he was a lot younger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I'm getting a lot of mixed feelings. I'm getting a lot of mixed feelings from a lot of Laker fans because I have a lot of friends that are Laker fans, and
Right.
I'm getting a lot of mixed feelings. I'm getting this is going to be great. I'm getting this may work out. I'm getting he's going to be the same Dwight Howard. I'm getting oh God no, this is the worst thing ever. So we'll see, man. Like Bill Logan said, I guess we got to wait this out like we do the Jay-Z deal.
Right.
Hey, let me ask you a question, Dad. Why you been down there in Philly? Have you been working with Ben Simmons on his jump shot? Because I've seen some videotape of Ben Simmons in some summer workouts, and it looks like he's found a jump shot. Is that all you?
No, it is not. I don't think there's anything that I can do to Ben Simmons with his jump shot. He's going to need.
Wait a minute, Goose. Now you taught a 3-time shot put champion. You can't teach him?
No, man. I don't believe there's anything that I can do personally that to help Ben. In order for Ben Simmons to find his jumper, that has to come from within. I think. I really do. I think as bad as his jump shot is, I think this is a job for some type of sports psychologist.
No pointers? No pointers or anything?
I think the sports psychologist must come in first before the shot doctor.
Well, I think that they will be able to help him more, help him and not Markelle Fultz, man. Like I think he's done.
Oh, it's a wrap.
Wow.
It's a wrap for Markelle.
Wow.
Man, that if there's ever been a such thing as tragic when it comes to somebody's game, that is it.
Are we gonna put the B word on him? We gonna put the B word on him right now?
Ooh.
Look, bro. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. Yes. At least Ben Simmons can do other things. Like Ben Simmons can handle, he can pass, he can rebound. You know what I'm saying? Like he does other things. What does Markelle Fultz do? In the grand scheme of things, when you're watching him play basketball, what do you feel Markelle Fultz contributes?
We don't even get to see him.
Team?
We don't even get to see him watch him play basketball.
Ouch.
We have no idea.
No idea.
I'm saying when you do.
Can't remember it.
In the limited time you've seen him, what have you seen him do that contributes to the overall success of a basketball team?
He had a triple-double once.
Yeah, I see. When I seen him healthy, and I thought he was a energizer at the point guard position. I thought he was had really long arms. He was a good passer. He can definitely get by his defender. He just needs that mid range, and how do you go through AAU basketball, all of high school, all of college, and then you get to the pros, and it's you forget how to play.
I don't understand.
His Quan mentioned his triple double in the NBA. So we can kind of take that triple double that he had and liken it to Timmy Smith's 200-yard performance in the Super Bowl. We never heard from that dude again.
Ever.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
But he had a great Super Bowl. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Look, man. It's a wrap.
Wow.
It's a wrap. Look, first of all, let's rewind back to his college days, right?
Yeah.
How he crept to the number one pick, I'm still puzzled by that.
Bro, they say his workouts.
Look. The team he played for was horrific, bro. I think that Washington team might have won 13 games that year, bro. 13 games. When was the last time you've seen a number one overall pick, come off a horrific team that couldn't even get out of their own conference.
Who was the GMs who did that? Put him up there at number one.
We got to go. This goes far and beyond his horrific jump shot and his horrific free throw percentage. It goes way beyond that. How did he creep to the number one spot? Let's find that out first.
Okay, so I have an idea. I have an idea. Wasn't what your guy? He's the GM over in Philly right now. Ex Clipper.
Elton Brand.
Duke guy.
Elton Brand.
Duke guy. Yeah, Elton Brand. Elton Brand.
Yes.
Maybe Markelle Fultz, Peoples, or somebody that know Markelle Fultz got a little dirt on Elton and say, "Hey man, we may spill the beans unless you pick him first, bros."
Elton Brand was there when they picked Markelle?
I think he was. Somebody fact check that for us, please.
Yeah, we need to check that.
I think Elton Brand was over in Philly. Elton Brand's been over in Philly for like 5 years now. Or 4 years.
Not as the GM.
I think he just got the GM maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Yeah, he probably just got it maybe a year, maybe 2 years ago.
He didn't draft Fultz.
He didn't draft? Oh, okay.
I think he drafted Fultz. He might have been on the staff. He might have been around, but I don't think he was the main general manager at that time.
Well, maybe it was the same general manager that chose Anthony Bennett.
Wow.
But I'd put the B word on Fultz more than Anthony Bennett.
Yeah, because it wasn't Anthony. Anthony Bennett did absolutely nothing to deserve being picked number one.
No, it wasn't his fault.
Now,
that was Brian Colangelo, by the way.
Hey, that's not.
There you go. Brian Colangelo. Of all people, like
that's what I'm saying.
Really funny. That's super funny to me.
Burner Twitter account guy.
That is super funny, bro.
Burner Twitter account guy.
Wow.
Yeesh.
Colangelo's got a lot of power in that NBA.
But you got some splaining to do. Yeah, man. I just don't, and I don't know who we can point the finger at, because there are we've talked about AAU and how sometimes AAU can cripple players, right? We talked about that a lot on this show, but I'm not gonna be so quick to blame AAU right now, man, because we know a lot of guys, especially in the Las Vegas Valley, that groom these kids and they really, really love the game. They really, really teach the game.
Some of them.
Some.
Well, I'm saying the ones that we know that we revere.
Okay,
dang, we know we dang near know all of them.
Right. But I'm saying the ones that we know for sure and that we've seen them in action, right?
Right.
So I can't say I'm going to sit here and blame AAU basketball. At some point, it has to come from within, bro. Like when you know that your jumper stinks, get in the lab, bro.
Get in the lab.
Bro. Try. At least try.
That's what Jason Kidd did.
They're not even getting in the lab.
Yeah, that's what Jason Kidd did. He came out of Cal a terrible shooter, and over the first half of his career, he was a bad shooter. But he ended up being, I want to say, top 5 in 3-point field goals made. Is that true?
Yeah,
he's at least top 10 for sure.
But Goose, I can tell you, just from my son graduating 2 years ago, I can tell you about the mentality of these kids.
Boy,
these kids do not have a work ethic. They have talent, and that's all that a lot of these AAU coaches try to accumulate. They just try to accumulate the talent. They don't try to hone or try to groom the skill level of these kids. And that's what's missing. Yeah, these kids have to do it, have to have it in themselves to do it too. But I believe that as much as they work out, because the first thing they do as soon as they go in the gym is shoot threes.
Run into the 3-point line.
It's horrible.
So
make a layup.
Work inside out.
Yeah.
That's what I should tell my son. Work inside out. Work on your mid-range, and then we'll go outside.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, let me tell you what, Goose and Bill, let me tell you what my work ethic was when I was coming up. I was an athlete, just an athlete. And my work ethic was walking from my house through the desert, because there was nothing up by Cimarron at this time. I'm talking about high school at this point.
That's when you could walk across?
Literally, just walk straight across into the desert.
Before they built the highway.
Yeah. We had to go over an overpass over to the Rainbow area.
Yeah.
And my work ethic was getting to the basketball court. It took me at least an hour to get to the basketball court. That's work ethic, from getting to the house, walking in Las Vegas sun to the outdoor courts. This wasn't, I'm walking into a gym.
Yeah.
To play hoop for 4 hours straight and then walk all the way back home. These kids in 2019, not doing that.
No.
Nope. Sad, man.
They're not doing it. Come
all
on,
bad,
man. Come on. So yeah, I agree. I wouldn't blame AAU, but there are equally as many bad AAU coaches as there are good. And the things that some of the bad coaches are teaching is bad basketball, bros.
It's just accumulating talent at the end of the day. Now, you can accumulate talent, but you need to, as a coach of said program, to hone their skills in as well. And that might take a little while longer than but still, at least you're helping that kid.
Yeah. And just because you like basketball and you watch all of the basketball games on TV, you got NBA League Pass, does not mean you can go out and lead a 13U basketball team to an AAU championship. Calm down, man. We got players that Goose and I and Bill and I know that have played through the ranks, high school, college ball, semi-pro, whatever, that are coaches that have experience. They actually made the team.
Right. Exactly, man. It's just some of this stuff, man, is just tough to watch. I mean, you know these kids just come into this league far too early. They really just chasing a dollar sign at the end of the day, man, and just making themselves worse off. But
to a man, that's what we want. That's what everybody say we want. They should have the opportunity to go to NFL, the NBA at an early age, and we know they're not ready. We know a lot of them are not ready out of high school.
Sure. Which brings up another point. I mean, while we're basically segueing into it, the NCAA.
Yeah.
They're horrible. As much as I like NCAA basketball, NCAA football, the NCAA tournament, you have to be honest. And honesty would tell you that, and we talked about this over and over again, so this is just essentially beating a dead horse. But for the folks that haven't listened to us, as often or tuned in as often, the NCAA are snakes, vultures.
All about the money.
They are all about the dollar. It's come to the point where they don't even hide it anymore. And with the influx, like we spoke about AAU basketball and the NCAA knowing this, I'm not truly upset at what was it? I think he was number 2 or number 3 overall in this last graduating class. Decided to go to Australia.
Yeah.
And he might have even been the number 1 overall, but he decided to go overseas and play instead of going to college. And I can't say that I'm mad at that, man. I really can't, because he's still developing himself. We know the NBA is the best league in the world. He's still playing professionally somewhere else, developing his game, playing against, other grown men, other professional talent. And then he's going to come back and try his luck in the National Basketball Association.
This is what we're seeing to me. We're seeing players like Jason Tatum. We're seeing players like Lonzo Ball. We're seeing players like Markelle Fultz. They're in the NBA getting paid, but this is essentially their college years, their freshman, sophomore, junior, and senior year. They're not professionals yet. No. So we're seeing them go through their college years, supposedly, which they should be, in the NBA. We're seeing bad basketball from a lot of those dudes. We see promise, but we're not seeing a professional basketball player like we know. We know LeBron was a professional player when he came into the league.
Well, he was also 36.
He was 36
looking
when he was 18. Yeah,
LeBron.
Even Kobe,
is different.
Even Kobe had to go through that freshman, junior, senior year before he really became a professional.
That's true. Because his first year, his second year, and he was coming to his own in his third. Because at that time when he came in my opinion, Eddie Jones was still better than Kobe.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
no question.
That's why we see Kyle Kuzma excelling more than Lonzo Ball, because he spent all those years at Utah. Honing his game. 1 year for him.
Yeah.
For Lonzo Ball.
Well, what NCAA, what they're trying, their main objective is not to get your kid an education. That's not the main objective, especially if they're there on a basketball, football, track, baseball scholarship. You're there to help build the brand, which is that program, and they fix the rules so they can do so.
Yeah,
that's it, man. It's a sad thing, man. Sad.
I mean, we've seen a decline in play of a good basketball player. We thought last year there was going to be like, okay, man, he's going to be great next year. But Jason Tatum took a step back.
Step back.
He took a step back from what he did his rookie year.
Yeah,
and that shouldn't happen. You should be elevating.
Right. I'm hoping for Jason Tatum, because I really went to bat for this guy. I don't like nobody from Duke at all. I can't stand Duke.
Well, you got to stand by your word on this one.
But I must. I have to. I think going through this World Championship here with Coach Popovich is going to help him. It can't hurt him to play more basketball. It can't possibly hurt him unless it physically hurts him, which we don't wish that on anybody. But I think this helps him. This aids him going forward, and I think we see a different Jason Tatum coming into this season.
Well, we'll see. I'm gonna need him to step up in this USA though. Like, he should really be coming into his own. I mean, I've been hearing a lot. He's back in the lab with Mr. Kobe Bean Bryant. Hey, it is his birthday today, right? Kobe's birthday today, or was it yesterday?
I think it was yesterday.
But today is Kobe Day because it's 8/24.
Oh, okay. I never heard of that. So, to all of you people out there, man, it is Kobe. It is Kobe. It's Kobe's day. It's his birthday. His birthday was yesterday, but it's Kobe's day today. So be safe out there, and please no snitching today. Please no snitching today. Try to do it in honor of anybody but Kobe today. Be better than Kobe today, and don't snitch. Please.
No pillow talking.
Snitch responsibly.
No pillow talking.
Snitch responsibly.
Oh my God. That's classic.
Hey,
bro.
let me ask you this, bros. Did you get a chance to get that Philly cheese or that hoagie steak in Philly yet?
Man, yes, I did. I had one yesterday that was so good.
Now, be honest, is it better than Pops here in Las Vegas?
No. nothing. Look, nothing, and I mean nothing, beats a Pop's Philly cheesesteak, man. I just really
You
don't.
better not say that out loud in Philly, bro. You might not
bro,
come back.
Boy, Rocky Balboa might find you somewhere.
Wow.
Look, I am in the
Mick
confines
might
of my
find you.
hotel room right now. Look,
Mick
I am
might
in the
find you.
confines of my
Adrian!
How doing? Nothing beats a Pop's Philly cheesesteak sandwich, bro. Nothing. Yeah, it was a good one, but it ain't better than Pop's, man.
He's
It's
saying
just not, bro.
he's saying the originator, the city that originated it, is not better than
You
the
might
one
have
in
went to the wrong
Vegas.
place.
Well, you
Wow.
know,
It's not, bro.
well,
because first of all, out here they don't let you see. You can only choose one cheese, right? So I can only either get provolone, American, or cheese whiz. Pops let you put all three of them things on there.
but you
Pops
can't.
let you do what you want.
Okay, now
You can't
okay, well,
request
that's
that?
too cheesy now.
Cheesy head.
That's too cheesy, man.
Pops let you do what you want to do with.
Too much cheese,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
Wow. You want the cheese whiz, provolone, and American.
And let me hold that.
Man,
Let me hold
I
that.
love cheese too,
Well,
man. That's cheesy.
Well, I'm gonna say this: they have multiple places out in Philly. I can't remember the one that I went to, and but I had a cousin over at Lehigh, and so I was over in Allentown, and we used to make the ride over to Philly. And boy, I love Pops. Don't get it twisted. But I forgot the name of the spot. But boy, those cheesesteaks is way better than Pops. So you know,
we went to Ishkabibbles. Was the name of the spot we went to?
Okay.
Ishkabibbles.
Okay.
Is the name of the spot on South Street.
Can you spell it for us over here at the radio station? I'm just messing with you. Can you use it in a sentence?
Ishkabibbles.
Kabibbles. Ishkabibbles.
Okay. All right.
And they were good. It was a good sandwich. But I'm going with Pops, man. I'm going with Pops.
All right.
I really am.
Wow.
Yeah.
For that particular joint.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Simply because it lets you put anything you want on your sandwich. You can go with a variety of cheeses.
Okay.
That's the point. Philly cheese steak. That's the point.
So when they see you coming, they say, "Okay, here we go. Everybody, go. Here come Cheese
Let's make
Daddy."
sure our cheese supply is up to par when this guy come in.
They running out like Popeye.
Here come Goose. Oh, we got enough cheese? Oh, yeah, we good.
And me as a business owner, I would love for people to come in with your mentality. Let's upsell you. That's going to be $1.50 per cheese, sir. Do you want any? Yes, give me $5 worth of cheese. Good looking.
Good with that.
Yeah.
I'm good with that. Because that's what I'm doing on my sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
And Mr. Thomas, might you want to try this Monterey Jack cheese, sir? We have that and Swiss.
Yeah.
You want some of this Colby cheese, sir?
Right.
That's funny. You know, Quan likes cheese too, because he loved pizza, and that's all pizza has on it is cheese. Different types of cheese.
Sauce, pepperonis,
and ham and pineapple
and
because
ham.
it belongs on pizza. Jerks.
Man after my own heart. Another cheesehead in the building.
That's what's up.
Except Cheese Whiz. Cheese Whiz is not real.
Yeah, I can't do no cheese
do
whiz,
cheese
bro.
sauce.
No.
Needs to be real cheese.
Goose-
Put real
Goose
cheese.
like
on it.
cheese
real
whiz.
cheese,
Nah,
man.
man, that's
It got to be aged.
don't give me Cheese Whiz on nachos.
It has to be aged. Yes.
That cheese
That
aged.
cheese whiz gonna have you backed up, bro.
If you can't shred
have
it,
me backed up anyway.
Hey, you gonna put some of that Big 8 cheese on it, Will?
Big 8
Yep.
cheese. Yep.
Yep. I promise you I will, boy. Those was the best sandwiches.
Yes, sir. Big 8 cheese.
Big 8.
and American cheese is not real cheese either.
No, it's not either.
Whoa.
Well, Northtown cheese is dope.
Cheddar.
It's blue cheese.
Cheddar.
Has to be cheddar.
Yeah.
Swiss.
Yeah. Provolone.
Or
Extra
provolone.
sharp.
Or provolone.
Extra sharp cheddar cheese. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Or
Yeah.
the provolone.
Oh, the provolone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got you.
Well, if anybody's listening
Dude,
to the live, man, please reach out to lettheballbounce@gmail.com if you have that big brown box of cheese that we had when we were growing up.
Yeah.
What was it? What did they call it?
Government.
Welfare cheese.
Government.
Go give me one of them.
cheese.
Go give me some of that good government cheese.
Mm-hmm. GUB. Government.
Boy, you can
Government.
And there was not one cheese in that ingredients.
No.
You can put that whole block of cheese in the oven on boil and it ain't gonna melt.
It was
Boy,
full, it was full of
promise you.
all kind of oils and preservatives. But it blocked up like cheese, and boy,
Yeah, the
when you
block.
sliced it,
Yes.
you had to put all your weight down on that thing.
But that's why you liked it so much, because it was Blockham cheese.
Yeah, exactly. Blockham cheese.
Yes, indeed, man. Well, look, fellas, man, y'all have a good rest of the show.
Yes,
I done
sir.
took up way too much time. It's been crazy out here in Philly, man. Philly with me absolutely nothing, man.
Before you want to go, before you go, Goose, what do you think about
Yes, sir.
Stephen Ross backing out of the Social Justice Committee in the NFL?
I mean, you know, we all make choices,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just a choice of his. I mean, it's on you, bro. That's the way I look at it, man. It's on you. Whatever you deem you know, however you feel, it's on you, man.
But I thought the owners were supposed to be down for support of the cause.
Yeah, well,
Sure. That's what we all thought.
Okay.
That's what we all thought. But they're not.
we all
they're
knew
not.
that. I knew that.
You know what I'm saying? But they're not. I mean, they could talk a good game. I mean, a good game can always be talked. But when it's time to do, that's when you separate who's who and what's what.
Yeah.
When it's time to do.
Real easy.
My thing is because if you're down for the cause and you're on the committee
Right.
and you're saying that you want to support your players in this and you are the owner, that shows character. That shows some kind of character if you stay on the committee and try to work with everybody to try to make some solutions and try to help out the NFL be a champion for that cause. But when you step down, what does that show? I'm just saying.
Yeah, man. And we've talked this thing essentially ad nauseum about what's going on with Jay-Z and Cap and the whole NFL thing. We've talked it ad nauseum, and everybody's not going to agree on the same things. That's just what it is. There's nothing you can do about it. Everybody has their own opinion. Their own
It's divided.
Thing. And it's divided. It really is. But at the end of the day, this is what happened. Wait and see what happens. We can all say, well, he should have said this. He should have did that. Well, you don't really know. Like you can easily say that, but until you're put in that spot, you don't know what it is that you would do. You have no idea what it is that you would do. You have no idea what stipulations or what went on behind the scenes or what's going on behind the scenes with this whole situation. You have no idea. You're just looking at it at face value like everybody else is. So wait and see, man. Wait and see what happens. And like I said before, you know, in many of the posts and comments, and I'll say it live right now on the air. Allow the man to push his idea forward. If his idea isn't what it's cracked up to be, and it fails, you crush that man. You have all right to crush him. All right to. I will not dispute anybody that crushes him. But until then, let's see what he's gonna do, man. Because I've yet to get a credible name as to who you can put in this spot. Ain't nobody telling me no other credible names outside of Colin Kaepernick, which we all know the NFL is not going to let Colin Kaepernick in the room. Let's just get that through your skull. The NFL
And
will
stop asking for it. It's not going to happen.
Stop. We all know it's not going to happen. Stop it. It's wishful thinking. We all want Cap to be in the room, but it's not going to happen.
Dude, I want Mike
So
to
give
come
me
back
somebody-
at a high level. It's just not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. So give me somebody else. Who? Jesse ain't worth a damn. Al ain't worth a damn. Give me somebody else. Give me somebody else. Who? Would it be cool? Would it be better if it was Rock Newman? You know, a white dude that's down for the cause with black folks.
I don't think he'll be getting as much flack.
Oh, he wouldn't. Absolutely not. No way.
Ooh.
And that's the shameful part.
That's
the shameful part. We know anybody that knows Rock Newman and what he's done, you know, for you know, speaking up and social injustice and all of that good stuff. He's been doing it for years, decades, seemingly. But, you know, it's a lot of people that's just catching on to Rock Newman here within the last couple of years. But anybody that knows Rock Newman and his track record knows that he would, you know, definitely be a good spokesperson. But would he be the one that you would put in the war room to represent black folks? Ain't no white people got black folks in the war rooms representing them. Not that I know of. Not for real.
Nah. I mean, Trump hired one and he couldn't wait to get rid of her.
Oh man, come on, bro. Come on, man. And the other two black folks that he hired, they up there looking like fools. The other two black women, they look like damn fools. So what are we doing here? What are we saying? Let this thing play out, man.
Let it play.
And if it don't go as planned, man, you crush that dude, man, relentlessly. Crush him. But until then,
I hope no other owners step down.
Right.
That'll be some real telling stuff right there.
Man, how much more telling do you want?
Man.
Absolutely. And another thing, to the folks that, you know, strongly oppose Jay-Z and strongly, you know, oppose this whole thing, you still training your kids to go to the National Football League. You so against the National Football League that you really with them. You training your kids to go to the league still. You still got them in Pop Warner. You still got them playing high school ball. You still having them get, you know, you still want them to get college scholarships to go play ball in college.
We know all that. We know what that next level after college is all about. Dollar signs.
Oh, man. You want your kids to get paid. It's the American way. It's the American dream.
But you won't put them in baseball. But you won't put them in baseball, though.
Won't put them in baseball. Won't do that. Won't put them in soccer. It's too much. It's just too much.
We see how the pay scale is in the NBA, in the NFL.
Come on, man.
And Major League Baseball, but you won't put your kid in baseball. Oh,
won't do it.
No.
Won't do it.
No.
It's too much trouble.
It's too boring. It's too you know. No, he's not.
It's too hot out here.
But look at when all that stuff pays off and he gets good. Look how it can turn out.
But you know one thing. Speaking of baseball, you know one thing, and big ups to the Empire, the one and only New York Yankees, who beat the Smith Oaks off of the Dodgers the other night.
Push-ups getting talked about over there in the studio.
I think we still a half a game up on that.
It's all right though.
Yeah, you know.
And
game 2 of the series is tonight. Game 2 of the series is tonight.
And you'll get the Smith Oaks beef.
We getting the same smoke?
The same smoke.
Okay, all right.
It's train smoke. It lasts a second.
Okay.
We coming through real quick.
Okay.
It's train smoke.
Okay.
Hey, look, speaking of baseball, man, like really, baseball doesn't seem to go through the same issues that football does. Like, when have you ever known it to be
any controversy?
And you want to talk about a racist sport? When baseball was I mean, you know, just when it was made, Come on, man.
Sure.
Just a few years ago, they had a little controversy with the I forget the name of the outfielder, but he was called the N-word
Boy,
by some people in the stands.
Man, I go to baseball games every year, and I feel comfortable, and it's other people of race and other ethnicities there. But at the same time, it can get a little weird.
Yeah.
I'm going to just leave it at that. It can get a little weird at times.
Sure.
When you had the fans calling the players the N-word,
man, boy. But I urge any and everybody to go to a baseball game. If you're ever to experience something like that, man, it's dope. But sometimes I've been in situations where it was a little weird.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, maybe I wasn't supposed to be in this box.
Right.
This box has a lot of energy in it. So, but you know, it doesn't seem to get on this national level like NFL is getting right now.
Sure. And probably because you know, folks of African American descent represent less in that particular league. And, you know, that may be the reason that, you know, it's not as heightened, you know, of an issue, because, you know, you got a lot of black parents that just don't put their kids in baseball. They have no aspirations of playing, you know, at the major league level.
And I so hate I stopped playing baseball.
Yeah, I mean, what happened to? Why the discouragement? Why was it, you know, pushed away, or why are you know, kids being discouraged?
It's not exciting. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not popular.
What's not popular to make the most money out of all of the sports?
Like, you know, you don't see that at the youth level. You don't see that at the youth level. You know, once you get to major leagues, then you're like, okay. But it takes a while to get there.
Yeah, it do.
And it's such a technical sport. It's such a technical sport. You have to be technically sound to play that game.
Well, I wish I can go back. I would probably put way more energy in baseball than basketball.
And that's what I quit playing after my 10th grade year, and I hated it.
Because one thing that I could have added.
I look back now. I'm like, man, I should have kept playing.
Yeah, one thing I could have added to a team was hand-eye coordination and a little bit of speed.
Oh yeah,
you know,
that was my game. I had a little pop.
I was a far better
player
than I was.
You know.
So I definitely, you know, think about it often. Like, man, what if?
Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is. Baseball is still my first love. Still a game that I always revere and that I'll always cherish, man.
That's what's up.
Center fielder over here.
Well, enjoy your time. Enjoy your time in Philly, man. You make sure you hang out and do everything in Philly, man. Enjoy that little spot. It's not big, man. Philly's real small. It's not a big spot.
Absolutely, man. But it's a dope city, man. Went and smoked a few cigars last night, man, here at the Ashton Cigar Bar over here downtown, man, and you know, just hung out with the fellas, man. Cats that was at the conference with us, and we just vibed out, man. It was real cool down here, man.
Hey, let me ask you one last question, man. When you went into that cigar bar, like what was the ambiance in the cigar bar in Philly?
The ambiance.
It was dope. It was just like any other, you know, cigar bar I've ever been in. You know, I got a couple spots that I frequent in Vegas, and you know, I've been to a few, you know, in a couple of the states, man, and it's just a cool vibe, man. It wasn't a DJ, but they were playing like hip hop.
Really?
It was like hip hop music being played in the cigar bar, man. It was pretty dope, man.
Okay.
Yeah. A lot of Wu, a lot of Nas, a lot of Jay. Like, it was dope, man. Yeah. It was super dope.
Okay.
Super dope, man.
All right, man. Well, enjoy your time, bros. We appreciate the phone call, man.
Absolutely, man. Always, man. LTDB crew in the building, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right, now.
Goose Thomas out there in Philly, man, enjoying his time, man, with the what's that, Black Police Association, and hanging out and doing his thing out in Philly, man. Had a Philly cheesesteak in Philly and said that Pop's Philly cheesesteak here in Las Vegas was better than the one in Philly. Ouch. what was the name of the spot? Escabibis or something like
Ishkabibbles. Ishkabibbles.
You went to the wrong place, bro.
Yeah, I would
If
have
you
to say
can't
that.
spell it or pronounce it.
Yeah, you ever had you been to Philly before?
No.
Yeah, I've been
No.
to Philly.
But
Philly's small.
yeah.
Philly right next to Baltimore. Like they smaller spots.
Home of my mom.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, man. Let the ball bounce. Sports Talk Radio, man. Just a little news. Just to give you a recap of what took place. Is Ezekiel Elliott still does not have a deal. USA team.
But there's a deal on the table.
Yes, a deal on the table. USA team lost. Dwight Howard is once again a Laker. Markelle Fultz still does not have a jump shot. Ben Simmons is working on his. And, there's a lot of injustice still going on right before our very eyes. And we need to all wake up, man. And just like you woke up and gave us a little time on your Saturday, man, give a little time to try to make the world better, man. At least the world that you could touch.
Yeah.
And
if you haven't seen that Brian Banks movie,
go see it. Go see it, man. Go see it, man. Your guy, Dre Bailey. Bill Blockham Logan in the building, man.
Sir.
Goose in Philly. Sherm somewhere listening to a Keith Sweat album.
Sweaty.
And Quan59, man. We appreciate you running the tables, man. Download that Guerilla Cross app on your phone, man. Follow us at Let the Ball Bounce Sports Talk Radio on Facebook, IG, and Twitter with 1T. This is what we do. We give you guys the best of sports talk radio. Download that Guerilla Cross app, man, and follow us. We got a lot of sports going on the network, man. Guerilla Cross. It is what it is, man. And guess what,
See
man?
y'all Tuesday.
If you scared,
You better go to church.
hey.